Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shemar Shah brought a thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar a thumb by Shemar Shah to the sisters. Captain of 10,000 Yagarwap on the Oklahoma Law class. The topic of today's Oklahoma Law class is the Most High God can see everything. You know, that's something like what's going on right now. I mean, all sorts of madness is happening to the 12 tribes of Israel. Everything's, I mean, everywhere on the planet, in the world, on the planet, everywhere, things are tragedies and so many things are happening to the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, and this is why, we have our Bible. The Bible is our constitution. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, 12 tribes of Israel. The Bible is our constitution. It's what we live by, everybody should live by. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us are what we call not awake. They sleep to the righteousness of the Bible. And all they have is Christianity. When you think about the Bible, we talk about the Bible, people think about Christianity, the white Jesus, loving everybody, and one day he's gonna come back and take everybody into space and to live in the fourth dimension, But that's not gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? But the 12 tribes of Israel are God's chosen people. And it's what the Bible is about. And what we do at the Isupk on the Command and Journey Honor is bring you the truth of the Bible. And the truth is, we are God's chosen people. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people. And what happened to us, it's all throughout the Bible. It's all throughout the Bible what happened to us as a people, why we so downtrodden in America and all over the planet, why we are in the atrocities that happened to us. The reason why. The Bible gives you the reason why, because we turned away from the Most High. We turned away from keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, And so that's why, the topic of class is if God sees everything. The Most High sees everything, you know what I'm saying? Because the way we live like, things we do and the wickedness that we do are all sins, biblically, in the Bible, So what's the first precept on there? Like you have Amos 9 and 8. Amos 9 and 8 says the Most High was saying about the Most High. He sees the sinful kingdom, America, which is the sinful kingdom the Bible speaks of. He sees all the evil that goes on in America. He sees the story, the thing that happened to Carmelo Anthony, and getting 35 years, for really standing his ground. He was getting bullied, and people, come on, man. So everybody, that's evil. And what the other brother that got unalived by Rick Child, I forget his name. Brother got unalived by Rick Child. Cyrus, he got unalived by Rick Child, and what? Rick Child got off. Rick Child didn't see the inside of a jail cell. That's to let us know that the atrocities that happened to us. This is why. That's to let you know who we are, who we really are as a people. So, like I said on Amos 9 and 8 says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth." Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. And the Most High God is saying that, And a lot of times, like in our classes in the Isupk, what we bring to you, we bring like the truth out of the Bible. And that's why we set up the class. What I do is set up the classes, and just get a topic, and then you go through the Bible, and anything I want is in the Bible. So when you come into the Isupk, you get taught how to really present the Bible to people, to you all. Learn how to go precept upon precept, like Isaiah 20 and 10 says. That's the only way you get understanding in the Bible. So we just read Amos 9 and 8, God said, he see. I mean, the Bible says the Most High God, his eyes are upon. That means he's watching. He's watching everything that goes on. He's watching. He saw those years when the matter of fact, I think the Mexican kids are still in cages on the border. God sees that. He's going to repay our oppressor for those things that are done to us. So that's why you see. I mean, man, the things that happen to us, we got to understand that the Most High sees it, and He sees it with His angels. He sees it with His angels. He uses angels. Angels are the eyes of the Most High God that sees everything. Come and like in Genesis about with Jacob's ladder. When he had a dream and he saw the angels back. Matter of fact, let me pull that. That was in Genesis. That was in Genesis 28. Yeah, let's start it. We started in 11. It says Genesis 28 and 11 when it says, and he lighted upon a certain place. Now it says on Slakia. Let's go to 10. It says, then Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran, and he lighted upon a certain place. He stopped upon a certain place and tarried there all night because the sun was set. So the sun was going down, and Jacob went and laid down and he went to take a nap and get some sleep. Because the sun was set, and he took of the stones of that place and put them as pillows for Slaki, and put them for pillows, and lay down in that place to sleep. Verse 12 says, and he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of the top of it reached the heaven. So he had a dream about a ladder being set on earth, and it's going up to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascended and descended on it. That means they went up and down. They went up and down up on this ladder. So this is like a dream that the Lord gave Jacob. Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Then the 13 said, and behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord God of Abraham, thy father, and the God of Isaac, the land whereon thou layest. To thee will I give it, and to thy seed. You see? He's going to give it to Jacob and his seed. The seed is the 12 tribes of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Give it to us. So right now, that same land, you got people, imposters living on that same land. That is our land. So that lets you know that the angels go up and down, you know what I'm saying, and reporting on us. What are we doing? Are we keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? That we supposed to keep? Things that we are supposed to do. Is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. It's not just what what they say. Like you got Christians say, "Oh, yeah, just 12, the 10 laws and stuff like that, the 10 commandments." So no, it's it's all of them. It's all through the Bible. The 613, 621 laws, statutes, and commandments that we got to keep. See, we've been bamboozled with Christianity. Christianity teaches us that actually, it's just fun because the Christians they say the laws are done away with Christ coming and shedding His blood on the cross The laws are done away with. Then when we start talking about keeping the laws, they say, we're the Ten Commandments. They just talk about the Ten Commandments. you know? So that tells you that Christianity is not only satanic, the religion of Christianity is not only satanic, it's idiotic. It doesn't even make sense. You know? And the Lord sees it all. So the Lord sees all what they do to us as a people. The Lord sees like the Austin Metcalf and what they did to Camilo Anthony, bullying Camilo Anthony and Camilo Anthony unaliving one of them, you know. So see, and then what the standard your ground law, you know what I'm saying? Forget about that. That's not for black people or Hispanics or Native Indians. It's not for us. That same law is like, you know what I'm saying, any Caucasian person do it, mainly Caucasian, but any heathen nation do it, they're going to get off on it, but not us, not the 12 tribes of Israel. So you get right going on, the things that are done to us, man, it's terrible. It's terrible. So God says, don't, he will avenge us. He's going to avenge us. Let's go to Romans 12 and 19. Now, 12 and 19 says, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. You see that? Vengeance is mine. And that means the Lord will take vengeance on all the evilness that they're doing to us. Purposely man, being evil to us, And it's just that time that time is so short. We know time is short because the way they are really treating us as a people. So we said we never know the time or the day or the hour when Christ will come, when the Most High will send Christ. But right now, the way things are going, man, He has to come and deliver us. What we are going through. So right now, it says, avenge not yourselves, give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I will repay. The Lord will repay. He's going to repay he's going to repay our oppressor and all of the heathen nations what they're doing to us. Because our people, come on, man. we get punished all over the planet. It's us being punished all over the planet. It's like, man, they doing terrible things to us as a people. They don't tell. And then soon the brother Camilo Anthony do something that's lawful. You know what I'm saying? We're not telling you to go unallow anybody. You know what I'm saying? But what he did was lawful. And now they gave what? He's 17. They gave him 35 years. Man. 35 years for standing his ground. Being bullied. And it was known. And none of these things came out in court. That's what's so evil about it. None of these things came out in court about those Austin Metcalf and his twin brother. Now people start talking about Austin Metcalf and his twin brother the way they were bullies in the school, the way they were bullies, running around bullying people. You seen their pictures online, pictures holding guns up and everything. So they were terrors unto people. They was terrors unto people. You know what I'm saying? But none of that came out in court. None of that came out in court. Man. So but come on, he got railroaded by his lawyers. When you heard about the stupid Charleston White told him to get some white lawyers, and stuff like that. Well, that's crazy right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, what happened to him? And then he got 35 years, but now he got a good team. I saw on social media, he got a good team just backing him now, and they trying to get him off, when they're appealing. They're going to appeal his the judgment. So now they're trying to appeal it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like even to come to that decision of 35 years for a kid just being bullied. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what really could have happened to him? You know, who knows what could have happened to him? They could have unalived him. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's what we go through as a people. You know, and that's why it's time for us as God's chosen people to wake up and start really understanding we have to follow the Most High, follow Christ. You know what I'm saying? And really understand the Bible is our constitution. You know, and it's for us to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and they're not done away with, like the foolish Christian church says. You know, and really just get you in more trouble. That's what they do. They get you in more trouble. Mm. Now let's go to Proverbs 15:3. To prove to you in the Bible, it's telling us, boy, the Bible is telling our story. You know, and it's to prove to you that the Lord is watching. The Lord is watching everything. You know what I'm saying? But we are so sinful unto the Most High. You know, the Most High God is not going to send Christ to come back and deliver a sinful nation. You know what I'm saying? So when the Most High, only the Most High knows when He have enough of people that came into the truth, enough of people who choose to keep His laws, to choose to be righteous unto the Most High, and really truly follow His Christ our King. You know, until the Most High is satisfied, man, we're gonna keep on getting punished. You know what I'm saying? But He sees it, or He sees it. But black man, Hispanic man, Asian man, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? You waiting for death to come to your door? You waiting for death to come to your door? Because what's holding you up? The Most High is watching. Let's go to, like I said, I'm going to Proverbs. I'm going to go Proverbs 15:3. Proverbs 15:3 says, the eyes of the Lord are in every place. It's in every place. You know what I'm saying? The eyes of the Lord are in every place. You know, beholding the evil and the good. You see that? You see that? Beholding, He's watching. I mean, look, He's seeing the evil and the good. Now, He's seeing the evil that we do as a people against His laws, statutes, and commandments, His systems, His government set up on the earth. He sees that, and He sees our oppressor who's punishing us. You know what I'm saying? Who's pillaging and plundering us. He's watching them too. You know? He's beholding the evil and the good. This is what the scripture says. You know? He's beholding the evil and the good. You know, so it's up to us. Like I said before, you know, it's up to us, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, to be righteous unto the Most High. You know? Because it's not right, it's not righteous what they do to us. You know? So that's another precept right there. Proverbs 15:3, telling you that the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. You know what I'm saying? Beholding, and that's really important what you're doing, because it's seeing our oppressor. Seeing our oppressor and all these heathen nations around us punishing us, you know what I'm saying, and beating us into powder, seeing all the wickedness that they do to us. But they also watching us as we be sinful against the Most High, as we be sinful and don't keep His laws, statutes, and commandments. You know? Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shah brought a thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shema and thumb by Shemel Shah to the sisters. You know? So right now we in Proverbs 15:3, where I was just showing that with the eyes of the Lord are in every place, and it says, and beholding the evil and the good. And we got to understand that that's just so heavy for us as a people and what we do against the Most High. As far as like not keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments, you know, and all the wickedness that we do to one another and to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord see, and he see us and our oppressor who's beating us into powder every day. You know what I'm saying? Who gives Carmelo Anthony 35 years, you know, and who do give, and then Rick Child, he unalives a young boy, shoots him in the back for for not really stealing, but for probably stealing a bottle of water, you know. And even if he did steal a bottle of water, come on, does that merit death? Does that merit death? That he should die if he stole a bottle of water, which he didn't steal the bottle of water, but followed him all those miles and then gunned him down and shot him in the back? I mean, come on. Come on. The Lord sees that. God sees that. You see that. What's another one? Let's go to Luke 12 and 3 and 2. Luke 12 and 2, you know. And that's what, and this is what, these are precepts that you should keep. You should write them down. You know what I'm saying? Go over them. You know, go over them, study. You know, and now you can understand the Bible. This is how you get understanding of the Bible. The Bible is not just a bunch of nice words and good sayings and dark sayings that you can just go ahead and just, oh yeah, just, no, take them down. Look at them, read them, go over them. See what you doing to follow the Most High. See what you're not doing. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, Luke 12 and 2. We're going to start at 2. Luke 12 and 2 says, for there is nothing covered. There's nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Man, nothing. Nothing shall be covered. You know, this is why it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of all wisdom and knowledge. You know, the fear of the Lord. You got to fear the Most High. You know, and that's what I learned when I came to the Isupk on Command Your Heart, to really, truly, truly fear the Most High and reverence the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Have deep respect for him, you know? And when you fear the Most High, you just be like, hey, I ain't doing that. I am not doing that. No way. Because we all supposed to be dead. We should be dead. We deserve death. How sinful and evil we were, we deserve death. You know? Turning on Moses, yes, 12 tribes, the God was going to unalive the whole 12 tribes and make a nation unto Moses. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. You know, Moses begged them to just have mercy on his people. You know, and don't just have have the Egyptians laughing at us by bringing them all the way out there and then unaliving them in the wilderness. You know. So right now, our thing in the Isupk is bringing our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, back to the Most High, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and preparing for what the Most High has for the sinful kingdom, which is America and the whole planet for that region. You know? Let me get Luke 12 and what I was reading. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed. Everything is going to be revealed. You can't hide from the Most High. I mean, come on. It's going to be revealed. You know? That's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? See, sometimes when you see brothers and sisters, and we had sisters that did some left their husband and got with another man in the world, and was the Most High unalived her. You know, these things happen. These happen. The scriptures are real. You know what I'm saying? Man. Verse 3 says, therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light. And that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. That means like everybody going to know it. You can't hide anything. Everybody's going to know it. Man. That's the righteousness of the Most High. That's the nation that the Most High is making down here right now. That's what the nation that the Most High is starting in the Isupk right now. A nation that keeps the laws, statutes, and commandments. And don't be hiding anything or being unrighteous and then thinking you're going to get away with it. I mean, God sees everything. I mean, come on. What are you going to hide from the Most High? I just gave you Jacob's lie. The way the angels go up and down, giving a good report. I always tell brothers and sisters that you want a good report. You want a good report when those angels go up there. Oh, I got a good report for him. I got a good report for her. You know, man. This ain't no plaything. when you come into the truth, man, it's just the Bible's just opened up. It's so much. It's so much. You have to go precept upon precept, line upon line. You can't read it like a novel. Man, it's so much that helps you. It's so much that shows you that, man, the church ain't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, boy, it's a beautiful thing to have this truth and know how to go into the Bible and then just really go over it and let your mind ponder on what you are doing. You know? Now let's drop that and let's go to Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah 23 and 24. I mean, the precepts just keep on coming. The precepts just keep on coming. As I said, you get in class, you want to write down precepts. You know what I'm saying? Man, because the topic of today's class is God sees everything. You know what I'm saying? You can start your precept book on like that, you know, on different classes, you know, and then that helps you along. You know what I'm saying? When anything you're going through, hey, I'm gonna look at that class again, or I'm gonna go over those precepts again that I wrote down out of the class. I'm gonna go over those precepts. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna examine myself. That's what you do. Examine yourself. You know. So Jeremiah 23 and 24, it says, Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, saith the Lord? A question mark. Man, the Lord is asking a question. Good Lord. I mean, come on. It's asking a question. Do not I fill heaven and earth, saith the Lord? Man. The Lord is, it's amazing. This Bible is, man, it's just a beautiful thing to really understand. It's a beautiful thing to understand because I know you Christians out there, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? If you're Christian in the world, you just come into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Come into the truth. It's free. You know what I'm saying? We're not charging anything for it. You know what I'm saying? We just actually pay your tithes to the priest. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you're paying your tithes to the church for nothing. But this is like this precept, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes into the Martin Luther King precept. You know, this precept when it says, Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him? Did Martin Luther King hide from the Most High? I guess Martin Luther King thought he could hide from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I guess Martin Luther King thought that the Most High God didn't see him in the government hotels, you know what I'm saying, having orgies with white women, saying, I'm a nigger tonight. I'm not a nigger tonight. Why he have sex with white prostitutes? I guess he didn't see that. I mean, he didn't know that the Lord see him. You know? And check this out. Right after I read in verse 24, we go to verse 25, and it says, I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed. Boy, that's Martin Luther King. Right there. Right there. So you know Martin Luther King wasn't God sent. You know, you know what I'm saying? And Martin Luther King admitted himself that he integrated his people into a burning house. He said that himself. You know, but man, you can't hide from the Most High. Man, you can't hide the Most High. The angels are watching everything you do. The angels are watching. Man, the angels seen it. You know, and the angels going to report on it. Man, and all the evil that Donald Trump is doing right now. Good Lord, Donald Trump is, man. He's the, like I said. Time is short. That's why I just can't. I just gotta always just say that time is short. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We got to understand the time is so short because, like I said, to have the perfect idiot in the White House like Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying, and all the evilness that's going down on the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, time is short. That's all we can tell you. You know, we don't know. We don't know if we're going to be here, like I said, 10 more years or 100 more years. You know what I'm saying? But the way things are going down, and they're going to get worse. And you can't hide anything from the Most High. So that's why if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, it's time. The Lord is calling you to come into this truth under the Isupk, under command of General Army. Because it's like, I mean, what else you going to do? I mean, come on. Man. Now, let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalm 7 and 16. Let's go to Psalm 7 and 16. Yes, these just coming down on the our oppressor, and it's so heavy. It says his mischief shall return upon his own head. And his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. That means the crown of his head. That's what's going to happen to our oppressor while he goes and, I mean, come on, just keeps on being wicked to us. Although got so many things, like Donald Trump has so many things that he has to do and try to make right, but he still try to come down on his Blacks and Hispanics, on 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? So our time is short with the evil that he does to us. That's why when we start, a lot of times I start in 15, which says he made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch which he made. And that's what 16 said, his mischief shall return upon his own head. And that's what's going to happen to our oppressor and all the other heathen nations. All the evil that they've done to us, and they think they're going to get away with it. No, they're not going to get away with it. The evil that they've done to us, it's going to return upon their own heads. I mean, it's in the Bible. It's returned, like I said, and the reason why the Bible confirms everything is because, like in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, it says about us going on slave ships. So that was a prophecy that was fulfilled so many years ago. And now we're talking about the evil that they do to us is going to return back on their own head. Man. And look at 17. Look at the 17. Now David is writing this. David said, I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and I will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. I mean, see, the Most High is going to take down our oppressor and all these heathen nations. He's going to take them down, and it's going to be a righteous thing that he do it. It's going to be a righteous thing that he do it. So when we in the kingdom, enjoying all the fruits of the kingdom of heaven, when Christ is ruling, you know what I'm saying? None of them can look back, look around and say, "Oh, why are we thus? Why are we suffering, these terrible atrocities?" Because come on. It's payback. It's payback time. You know? It's payback time. Man. That's what Ephesians 6:11 says, put on the whole armor of God. Put on the whole armor of God. Because you're going to need it in these last days. We're going to need it. What's going on and happening to us, we are going to need it. You know what I'm saying? We got to stay strong. Stay strong in the truth. Stay strong keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, the demons will be out here. You know what I'm saying? The demons will be out, and then they're gonna attack the people with the truth. Brothers and sisters in the school. It's gonna attack us. That's what the attack on, right? It's on us. You know what I'm saying? This is why we have to stay straight. We have to understand, you know what I'm saying, that Satan is going to battle us most of all. Because if the priest can be stopped of teaching, then nobody gets taught. Nobody gets taught. And then next thing, come on. Christ ain't never coming. So that's why you see always people coming up, mainly a lot of Caucasian people. You see them come up to the camps while we speaking. That's why all the videos be on social media of the videos being, Caucasians coming up and challenging what we're saying. Because right now, if we're going to be righteous, our people are going to change their ways. If we fall out of the Christian church, if we stop being evil to one another, and if we don't bring out that our oppressor is the devil, what the Bible speaks of, nobody turns over. Come on, nobody changes. You see the Knicks game, nobody changes. The Knicks game, you see what's his name, the brother Jalen. You see him hugging he got a Caucasian wife anyway. He has a Caucasian wife, but he hugs the white movie star. I forget her name. He hugs her. A strong embrace after every game. There's no separating him from other white people. Not separate. Come on, we all coming together. Come on, man. They got a Hispanic brother, they got an Arab brother, they got a Hamite brother. Good crazies. Even I heard that Towns is Dominican. They bring in the tribe together with heathens, and everybody can celebrate together. That's the danger of sports. That's why, come on, I've been the supreme, leader against all sports slave games. Because it's like, it does nothing but brings us together. Like they say. Like our oppressors say, sports brings people together. We shouldn't be coming together with them. You know what I'm saying? That's the NBA championship brought to New York. Come on, you got so many Hispanics, you got so many blacks, of course, you know what I'm saying? But you also got a whole lot of heathens out there. In New York. A whole lot of heathens is going, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot of Arabs, they're going to come and they not so bad. They're not so bad. You're not so bad. Going with the Italians. Come on, it's terrible. It's awful. Let's go to Galatians. Let's go to Galatians 5 and 7. Galatians 5 and 7. Galatians 5:7 said, ye did run well. Who did hinder you that ye should not obey the truth? Man, you did run well. Man, that's heavy right there. You did run well. I hate to see a brother or sister fall out of the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? It hurts. It definitely hurts, you know what I'm saying? But that's the only thing I did. Somebody in the truth and they fall out. Whoa, you did run well. Who did hinder you that you should not obey the truth? For some of you, it'd be like, hey, I saw the NBA championship. I saw Jalen Brunson turn it up. And he got a white wife, so it must be okay. You saw the NBA championship and it turned you away from the truth. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. You saw the NBA championship and you saw what OG. OG is an African. Then you seen the little Arab man shoot the 3-pointers. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson got a white wife and everything. You saw that and it turned you against the truth. You said, man, well, you was watching classes. You know what I'm saying? You saw the camps and everything. You know, you was getting hyped. But once you saw the NBA championship, you said, man, I can't live in a world where I gotta love everybody. I can't live in a world where I choose who I love. I gotta love everybody. You know? Then you said, oh, forget that. I stay in the world. When you know it's the truth, ye did run well. Who did hinder you that ye should not obey the truth? You know it's the truth, but you're going to turn away from it because you watched the NBA championship. You know? Man, what you say? Because Aquaman said, the lust of the eye and the lust of the flesh. Yeah. And the pride of life. You know what I'm saying? Will turn one against the truth. That's true. That's true. And that's heavy. That's heavy. You said that, Kazakwana. That's heavy. You said that because look, what else is going to turn you away from believing the truth? Huh? What else would hinder you? You see that? Oh man, all you want is stardom. You want to sing good. You want to act good. You know the laws, statutes, and commandments. Well, I'm trying to get mine. I'm trying to get my money. I'm trying to rise up. I want people to hear me rapping. I want people to see me acting. I want to see people to see me playing football and basketball. I want to make millions doing that. You know what I'm saying? Man. That's why that precept is heavy. What did hinder you? You know what I'm saying? That you should not obey the truth. That's something, not obey the truth. You turn away from man. So many people. It was one I saw one post on social media and it was talking about Brunson having a white wife. And so many, I mean it was thousands of comments. And the majority of comments was it's okay who he marries. And there's a lot from black people. There was some blacks and Hispanics. It's okay who he married. You know what I'm saying? One idiot said, oh, one black dude said, I'm married to a Latino woman. Hey, we've been going strong, da 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 da. So he called the Latino woman a heathen. You know? Being an idiot, not even knowing who did she's one of his nation. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She's not the same as a white woman, you know, or a Caucasian person. That's our people destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Badly destroyed. We don't even know who we are. We don't even know where we come from. You know? So when we hear the truth, we say, oh, I can dig that. God's chosen people. Man, I could dig that. You start brushing your shoulder off. Man, shoot, I'm God's chosen people. Oh, wait a minute. Then you start really understanding what Christ is saying. I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then you get it broken down to it. You say, man, I can't be with them dudes. No, I can't be with them dudes, man. They're a hate group. You know, they teach hate. You know, God is a separatist. Christ is a separatist. The Bible is a separatist book. It's holy. Holy means separate, set apart from. Holy means to be separated. You know? Man. So you was going for the truth. You heard the truth. And you liked what you was hearing. But then suddenly you found out, man, the Bible goes against everybody else. You know? I only can marry a blacks, Hispanics, or Native Indians. You turned away from it. You know? You did run well. Who did hinder you that you should not obey the truth? Man. Come on, let's go to Isaiah 55 and 8. Let's go to Isaiah 55 and 8 says, because you probably think, right after I want to say what I said, I'm read the other precepts, you know, and what I added to it, you probably go against it. Why would God say that? Why would God create a people just to destroy it? You know, when his precepts to prove why he did it. He did it because he's God, really. You know what I'm saying? But you probably wonder, well, why would God do that? Here it is right here. Isaiah 55 and 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. You know? He's telling you to shut up, simple Negro. You know? And crazy Caucasians. You know? Because the Most High God does what he wants to do. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Man. Verse 9 says, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. You see that? So the Most High is just basically saying, but when you have those little thoughts in your head, but why would God do that? And why would God do this? And why would he create a people and then hate them? Why would he do this and then that? Your thoughts are not his thoughts. He's telling you just shut up. And if you're black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, shut up and do what I say. You know? Because why? For my thoughts are not your thoughts. That's beautiful right there. That's beautiful right there. Let's go to Matthew 7 and 12. I mean, when you learn how to go precept upon precept, the Bible can be on fire for you. You know what I'm saying? All the precepts. Come on, in this class, I have 20 precepts. I have 20 precepts to prove my point that God sees everything. You know? Let's go to Matthew 7 and 12. Now, it says, therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men do, men should do to you, do ye even so to them. You know, for this is the law and the prophets. You see that? This is the law. You know what I'm saying? So what the Most High is saying is that treat people the way you want to be treated. You know? That's all. Righteousness is all what the Bible is about. That's all it is. It's all Christ taught was righteousness to the 12 tribes of Israel. Righteousness for what? Because we don't understand righteousness. It's simple as that. It's something that you tell a little baby a little child when he's a baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. And then I even added, for this is the law and the prophets. The same law that Christianity says is done away with. So you should do away with this righteousness. You know what I'm saying? It's no precept in the Bible telling you to something is done away with. That one part of the Bible is done away with. Man. The Lord wants us to be straight. That says, enter ye at the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Man. Everybody's going to be destroyed. Everybody's going to destruction. Everybody's leading to destruction. The place where you don't have to keep those laws. Like a dirty Christian pastor said one day, the laws are too hard, so God sent Christ to go ahead and die, so we don't have to worry about them laws. That's a big Christian lie. That's nothing but a big Christian lie. It keeping the laws keep you straight. Enter ye at the straight gate. Keeps you straight. This is what we do in the Isupk on the Command Junior Honor. We go in at the straight gate. We keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. We keep the righteousness of the Bible. We keep the order of the Bible. The order of the Bible is everything. Teach you how to raise your kids. Teach you how to treat your wife. Teach women how to treat their husbands. It teaches you everything. It keeps you straight. It keeps you straight. Enter ye in the straight gate. I'm making my election sure. I want my election to be sure. The Lord chose me to come into this truth and teach this truth. I'm making my election sure. I'm not going to sway to the left and sway to the right. I'm going in the straight gate. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm going. Man. It says, because straight is the gate. Straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. And few there be that find it. Oh, good man. Man. Few, you see that? Few. Ain't a whole lot of people going to come in at the straight gate. It says few that find it. Man. Few people, everybody ain't going to get it. And that's why learn to apply it to your life. You got to apply this stuff. Apply these scriptures. Man, if you're struggling a little bit, you better go get counsel. We have counseling in the Isupk. We'll help you out. We'll help you out. Whenever you feel you falling to the side, we got to enter in at the straight gate. The brothers and sisters is going to be on the chariots. You got to enter at the straight gate. It ain't going to be like falling to the side and, oh man, shoot, that dude did this. It ain't going to be no salakias when the chariots come. It ain't going to be no salakia, I'm just, with this and that. Nah, ain't none of that. You're going to get left. You know what I'm saying? And Lord, don't get in the kingdom talking about salakias. Salakias are not going to fly in heaven, in the kingdom of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? This, you gotta prepare right now. Prepare right now to go in the straight gate. Man. Then look, then after that, it's got beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? That's your Christian pastor. Sheep's clothing, nothing with a nice suit and tie and everything. You know what I'm saying? But inwardly, they are ravening wolves. You know, just all types of nastiness about them. You know what I'm saying? Be like T.D. Jakes. You know, he come to you with a nice suit on. You know what I'm saying? He all about just going to P Diddy parties. You know what I'm saying? Man. Now let's go to let's go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. I mean, come on. Exodus 15:3 says the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is a man of war. You're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to battle to be on the chariots. You're gonna have to battle to rule in the kingdom. You think you be on? I mean, come on. You think you're not gonna do no battling, no battling down here? You're gonna have to battle down here. While we in this fight, we're gonna have to battle. You know what I'm saying? And then the Isupk, we battle together. Whatever demons you got, we're gonna help you with those demons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I'm gonna go to the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha. If you don't have the Apocrypha, they are the 14 books that the Roman Catholic Church took out of the Bible in the year 1611. Now, if you can still purchase your a 1611 Bible, King James translation Bible with the Apocrypha inside. You know, you have that. Yeah, it will have that inside it. You know. Okay, because when you said, what do we battle? Okay, what do you battle? You battle your demons. You battle your demons all the time. All the time. That little crazy thought in your head that comes up and it's not right, it's way to left field, that's a demon. You know what I'm saying? That's a demon. That little thing you say, oh, that won't hurt, but you know it's unrighteous. That's a demon. You know what I'm saying? Things you know to do. Like I said in Galatians, what hindered you? You did run well. And you go and sin anyway? You go and be wicked anyway? You was strong. And you did run well. Nigga, what happened? You know, what hindered you that you did not believe the truth? That's what's so heavy about the scripture. You didn't believe that the Lord will punish you if you do this? You didn't believe that the Lord will come and get you back for what you did? You didn't read about David? You know what I'm saying? Going with the brother's wife, getting the brother killed, and the Lord came and unalived his kid? Man. You gotta battle ourselves, our demons. You know what I'm saying? And when you are married, you will come and you will bear, you gotta have to help your wife or help your husband battle their demons. Y'all a team, y'all one now. You are one, you're gonna have to battle it, you worry about his demons. You know? He might have a drinking problem. Yeah, that's your demon too. You gotta battle him, be together with him. That brother have a drinking problem, then sisters, you're gonna have to, hey, we gonna fight this demon together. You know, and the same way, if the sister have a problem with any type of demon, brothers, you're gonna have to battle her demons. Now, her demons is your demon. You know, y'all gonna battle those demons together. You know, so let's go to Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. So, man, this is always heavy. This is always heavy to me. I like bringing it out. When it says there be spirits that are created for vengeance, that means angels did the Most High God create for vengeance, for His vengeance. Yes, He don't. I mean, come on. It always Psalm 78 and 49 always say. Already says He sends evil angels. It says here evil angels. You know what I'm saying? That He sent, to the Egyptians. Evil angels. So, right here it says they were created, spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their theory lay on sore strokes. They're on sore strokes. Good gracious, they're brutal. Boy, you don't want one of them after you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're bringing death. You know? In the time of destruction, they pour out their force. Man, of the time of destruction. Good Lord. You mean that plane going down? The angels that were created for vengeance, they did it? For that high rise that fell, the angels that were created to do that type of thing? It just said in the time of destruction, in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and look, check this out, and appease the wrath of Him that made them. Well, the Most High God made them. The Most High God made them to destroy, to unalive, to punish, to maim, to cripple, to poison. He created those. Come on. That's what the Bible's saying. To please Him. To look and appease the wrath of Him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. So that's, man. The Most High God created a department. A department? Are you kidding me? A department to hurt and punish and destroy. Good Lord. Come on. To destroy and punish. Man. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions. That means a wild beast. That means, man, a wild beast tears somebody apart. The Lord put that spirit on that bear to tear those people apart. Now, it's a story in the Bible where the prophet had a bald head. I forgot what prophet that was. It's not coming to me. The prophet that had the bald head and children laughed at him. Well, they said he cursed them in the name of the Lord, and 2 bears came out of the forest and killed unalived 20-something kids. The Lord is vicious. The Lord is gangster. The Lord is gangster. I wouldn't play around. Make your election sure. Don't F around with the Most High. Come on, please. Everything got to be right. Everything got to be right because the Lord is watching you. He's watching us. He's watching everything. He sees everything that's going on. It's no way you can hide from the Most High. Because why? Just like in Genesis, the angels are reporting back and forth. The latter, they going back and forth, reporting on what is he doing? What is he doing good? What is he doing bad? What is he doing evil? You know what I'm saying? How is that brother treating his wife? How is that sister treating her husband? Huh? Come on. The Most High is watching us. Right now, for the brothers and sisters in Isupk, we got to prove ourselves worthy. We praying, come on. Come on. This is what, my 15th year in the truth? Every Passover, I've been saying maybe this is the last Passover in this kingdom. Just maybe, if the Lord willing. Lord, if you willing, let this be the last Passover we have in this kingdom. Please let this be the last Passover we have in this kingdom. You know? But we got to keep on going. You see, we're still here. Man, 15 years later, we still here. Man. You got to understand what's going on because the Most High ain't playing. The Most High is not playing. Let's go back to the precepts. Verse 31 says, they shall rejoice in his commandment. Boy, that still send chills down your spine. They shall rejoice in his commandment. That means when the Most High God give them a commandment to go destroy somebody, to go unalive somebody, they are happy. That's all they do. That's all they do. They probably have a little room. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I haven't been in the realm of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Probably have a room where they hang out at or something. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High call them to attention. They come up to the throne. Oh, he gives an order. Oh, man. I mean, come on. That's just so heavy. Man, rejoice. They're happy. They will rejoice in his commandment. And they shall be ready upon earth. That means they all around us. That means that wicked thing you doing, he saw it. They saw it. The wicked thing you doing, you know what I'm saying? The wickedness that you doing right now, they see it. And they just waiting. Just please, Lord, give me that order to go take him or her out. Please give me the order. Come on. They shall rejoice in the commandment. They'll be ready upon earth when need is. They're waiting right now. For while you caught up in some nastiness, they're waiting to take you out. You know, they're waiting to take you out. But check this out. Check this out. While those angels are there waiting to unalive you because you've been so evil and nasty and wicked, Christ's going to step in. Christ's going to step in and say, give him another chance. Salakia. He's going to bow before the Most High and say, give him another chance. Give him another chance. I got it. You know? Now Christ got to come in. And he got to intervene and say, Salakia, Most High, hey, give him another chance. Give her another chance. They don't really come. They're listening now. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to end class. They're trying to go to class. You know what I'm saying? But just give them another chance. You know what I'm saying? Give them another chance. Christ got to go and do that. Because you can't cut your wickedness out. Man, that's awful. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves being in the world and you seeing us teaching and teaching. You know what I'm saying? And you know it's the truth, but you're going to turn against it. You know, may the Lord have mercy on your wicked soul. Man, because right here, we're reading in the Bible. We're reading that, I mean, they ready. They ready to take you out. But Christ stopped them from taking you out. You know? The Bible, look, I'm going to read on. It says they're ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, that means when they get the order, they shall not transgress his word. Ooh. They shall not transgress his word. It means like they can't feel sorry for you. All they do is follow orders. These are angels created to do God's will, no matter what. You being wicked, The Most High give the word, take that Negro out. Him, take his whole family out. Take him, his wife, and his kids. Take them out. What? What the Bible just say? They shall not transgress his word. This is what the Bible is about. This is what serving the Lord is about. You know what I'm saying? Fearing the Most High. Fearing what he will do. You know what I'm saying? Being lawful unto the Most High, keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. You know? Come on. I always read 78 and 49 about the evil angels. He's saying the evil angels to take his anger out. Well, right, what I'm reading about here in Ecclesiasticus, these are more evil angels that the Bible speaks of. You know? We got to understand what's going on. You know? Now let's go to Salak. Now let's go to what? Which one did I want next? Yeah, let's go to First Kings. Yeah, let's go to First Kings 22 and 19. And this is First Kings 22 and 19. And this is a council. This is like a war council. It's like a war council in the fourth dimension. You know. And the Most High is talking to the angels about how to persuade Ahab, King Ahab, because King Ahab is supposed to go in and be unalive. So let's read. Let's start at 19. Okay, let's start at 18. It says, and the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? And he said, Hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him, on his right hand and on his left hand. And the Lord said, Who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said, On this manner, and another said, On that manner. Now this is a council. I mean, they having a war council that Ahab has to die. You know? But how would we persuade him? That's what most I was asking the angel. You know? And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, Wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. Man. He said, I will be a lion. I will be a lion spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, Thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Man, go forth and do so. Man, that's something right there. Man. Verse 22 says, Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, you know, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. You know, and you hear people say God is all love. People say God is all love. God wouldn't do that, not my God. You know, people say, you know, you hear that, don't you? You know, but like Isaiah 55:8, when he said, "My thoughts are not your thoughts," Most High God can do whatever He wants to do, and it's not us to sit here and try to judge the Most High. Are you effing crazy? You know, Most High God does what He wants to do. You probably said, "Oh, well, man, God does evil." I show you more evil that He does. It's in the Bible. You want to see it? Let's go. Let's go to Amos 3:6. That's good for you. Amos 3:6. Okay, because you said Ecclesiasticus 9:9. Okay. Okay, just after this. Now let's go to Amos 3:6. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?" Now here's all you God, there's all love Christians. This for you, you know what I'm saying? And people not be afraid. I mean, people when they blow the horn, blow the trumpet, that means danger is coming. Danger is coming, or war is coming when they blow the trumpet. So it says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and people not be afraid?" You know, people will be afraid. "Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?" Ooh, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? You know, yeah, Lord does love. The Lord does it. You know, it says, "Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth His secret unto His servants, the prophets." And He revealed everything unto the prophets. You know, man, but it's like, you know, that's there for you. You know, so I'm gonna give that precept in the Apocrypha. So that's more evil for you Christians. It's God is all love. You know, that's more evil for you. You know, I told you Exodus 15:3. God it says the Most High is a man of war. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let me see. You said Ecclesiasticus 9:9. Okay, Ecclesiasticus 9:9 says, "Sit not at all with another man's wife." Oh, this is heavy. Oh. "Nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the snap, at the wine." That means, oh, we just going out and get a drink. That crushes all that. "Lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction." Man, fall into destruction. Man, sit not at all with another man's wife. That means we chilling. We chilling. What's all that? You know what I'm saying? What's all this that? We do that a lot. That's a lot in the Black and Hispanic community. We always chilling. We chilling. You chilling with another man's wife? Or you don't mess with her, y'all just chilling. Well, she had sex with somebody. She belonged to somebody. She belongs to somebody. Sex is marriage. Now, she study abstinence, you know what I'm saying? But hey, most of the time, we just chilling, sitting not at all with another man's wife. You know, that means you never supposed to. She married, okay, all right. You know, she's single. Maybe y'all can chill. She's single, y'all can chill. But hey, she's married. Nah, You know, you into slavery. Married woman say, "Oh yeah, hey, come on, let's go out and get a drink." Nah, you can't do it. Nah, I don't do that. It's against the laws of the Most High. It's in the Bible. I don't sit with married women. You know, so that's mean sit down, nor sit down with her in thy arms. Boy, please don't do that. You just begging for something. Oh, y'all gonna be in it. Y'all gonna be going at it in a minute. To in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her. Please don't do that. Spend not thy money with her, a married woman. Crazy. She buying you clothes, you buying his she buying you clothes and you buying her clothes or something. Come on, not that. Not if she's married. That's another man's wife. This is how you keep order. This is about order, keeping order in Israel amongst blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is how we keep order. You know, this is how you cut all the sideways looks. Because why? You were spending money with her. You were getting drinks with her. Y'all was chilling together. And you know she married. You know? If she's single, she can do it. But if you married, no, you can't do that. You know? It says, lest thine heart incline unto her. Listen, y'all get, but y'all, what they call it, vibing? Are we vibing? You know? Y'all may start vibing. You start vibing with her, you know? And so through thy desire, thou shalt fall, thou fall into destruction. Y'all go ahead and, boy, now y'all went on and had sex. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we have, is this yes, it is. This is protocol in Isupk. That's why we have protocol in Isupk. You know? We don't chill. We don't chill with married women. You know? We don't chill with married men and women. We don't hang out with married women. We don't go get drinks with married women. You know? This is how you keep clean. This is how you keep clean. This is how you keep, and you know what I'm saying? You keep them from being wicked. You know, if they don't know no better, you teach them. You teach them this is in the Bible. You know? So we keep clean because we preparing for the kingdom. That's what we doing right. That's what we doing right now in the Isupk and Commander Your Honor. We are preparing for the kingdom. You know, we are preparing ourselves to be delivered. Because ain't no way. I mean, come on. Why? If we messed up, the priests and prophets of the Most High, if we messed up, then Christ ain't coming. When is Christ going to come? So with us, what we do is we keep it clean. We keep it clean. We keep it clean in the Isupk. We keep it clean because we are the hope for Israel. We are the hope of Israel. If we're not clean, who's going to save Israel? Huh? Where's Christ going to come and deliver us? He's going to come deliver a sinful nation? He's not coming. Christ like, look at these dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we keep it clean. We keep it clean. We fight. We fight. Man. So that's what the battle is about. The battle is against ourselves. We battle ourselves. You know, and it's a beautiful thing understanding the Bible. That's where in Ephesians 6 and 11. Matter of fact, let me read that. Let me read that. I mentioned it earlier. Ephesians 6 and 11. Yeah, Ephesians 6 and 11 says, "Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." Man, saying this the wiles of that means all his antics, all his schemes and tricks. You know what I'm saying? All the evil that may come upon you and you don't notice it. You know what I'm saying? All the tricks. Now you ready for it. Because you got on your whole armor. You always just looking out. Be wary of any type of evil, any type of unrighteousness. That's the way we have to walk. And I Isupk on command you. That's the way we gotta walk. Because man, come on. If we fail, then Israel fails. You know, that's what our oppressor knows. That's why our oppressor stands on top of buildings in Washington, D.C. That's why they stood there with the long wind lens cameras on our camp. That's why they had pictures. They had pictures one time. They had a picture right down in our camp, on top of our camp. Then they had a camera zeroed in, right on top of our camp. Nobody could have got that picture unless they were in a helicopter or on top of the building. I mean, it was directly on top of our camp. And yours truly was walking through the camp. That's how I didn't notice it. And I was like, what in the world? And it was a picture on social media one time. That was crazy. So they know they're watching us. But they got to keep us. The men of the Isupk under command of your honor, they got to keep everything silent about us. Because the first time we on 60 Minutes, or it's over. And they know it. The first time we on one of those shows that broadcast that comes on a lot, news shows or whatever. Whenever we on a kid like that, they know it's a done deal. Because people are going to start, wait a minute, I seen them dudes. Oh, that's what they really saying? Because some of us so destroyed, we don't even listen to what they saying. I know I didn't. The back in DC, the gym, the boxing gym was on they was on 8th and H. The boxing gym was on 10th and H. I used to see the camp. I used to see the garments and everything. Go back to garments, going to the boxing gym. And I looked at them niggas and said, niggas wild, man. And kept on going to the boxing gym. All those years. I mean, you talking about, man, this was 90s. This was the 90s. Going past and seeing them on 8th and H. And not even just whatever, So the same people people that see us right now, if we be on TV, if we be on like 60 Minutes or some big news show, they're gonna be like, oh, black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians gonna be like, oh, those dudes I've been seeing. Okay. Because I'm saying from my experience, I didn't listen to a word we were saying. I ain't listened to a word. I said them crazy niggas with crazy clothes on. I never listened to what they were saying. Even when I walk past, I didn't listen to what they're saying. I'm like zoned out, straight out, not listening to those dudes over there with the funny kind of garments on the stage, on the whatever the podium. I didn't listen to what they were saying. I thought I called them like Muslims, some Muslims or something, some type of Muslims. Like some brothers, some come up to us and ask us. One time, a brother asked me down in D.C. He said, "What are y'all? Y'all 5%ers or something?" So as I tell them we hit Israelites and gave them a flyer. People people are calling us everything. People are calling us everything. They don't know who we are. So they just keep on calling us and saying, "Oh, y'all saying this." So the day we are on 60 Minutes, the day we are on some big news show, now they're going to be like, "Oh, those them dudes, those them people, those them men that stand on the corner. Those them people that said the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. That's them." You see? You know what I'm saying? So now, what do our oppressors do? Keep us, they just some crazy black people, blacks and Hispanics. Yeah, they crazy. You know what I'm saying? You see the brothers, brother Gadiawan down there and the brothers in San Antonio, whenever a devil comes up, he's trying to go against them and say that, everybody can be saved. They say come with everything. You know what I'm saying? But the thing they're trying to do is what disprove us as being the priests and prophets of the Most High, and disprove that we are God's chosen people. They trying to disprove that the Bible is not for us. It's not only for us. The Bible's not only for us. The Bible's for everybody. God loves everybody. Those are lies. That's what they want people to believe. When it's a lie. That's the main people, our oppressor, the so-called white man, the devil. See, he's the devil. You know what I'm saying? He's the devil. And now, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to end with out of the Apocrypha. God's book. Salakia. I would say since God's book. It's our oppressor's book. Because he made it. He went into the Bible and dissected it and got all the definitions of things. This is Zondervan's Bible pictorial. No, the Zondervan's pictorial Bible dictionary. Yeah. This is what this is. So I'm going to read Edom. So-called white man. I'm going to read Edom in the Bible. I'm going to read Edom in the dictionary. So if they broke down everything, see, our oppressor thinks that he's such a genius. He's such a genius, and he thinks that he's just going to come and he's going to dissect everything in the Bible. And I will teach, and I will make a dictionary. I will make a dictionary that explains the whole Bible and puts everything in it. Do you know that this so-called white man, he put that God doesn't love him. He put God doesn't love him in the Bible. Edom is the Edomites of the Bible. That's from, Esau. So right here, he defined Edom. He's give the definition of Edom. Edom is Esau, the white man in the Bible. The Edomites. Old Mount Seir. Y'all heard that before. You heard readers about there where God was telling Ezekiel, prophesy against Mount Seir. Well, Esau dwelt in Mount Seir. In Genesis, Esau, the so-called white man, dwelt in Mount Seir. So that's another name for Esau, the white man, the Edomites, in the Bible. Mount Seir in Ezekiel 35, on Mount Seir, and Edomites. So let's go into what the genius white man found for himself. I shouldn't say found, wrote. what he wrote for himself. And this is the knowledge that he got out of the Bible. Now, this is him. Look, this is not the black man's pictorial Bible dictionary. This is Zondervan's. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to read Edom. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. Of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God. Good Lord. Good Lord. That's the so-called white man in the Bible. You heard it from the Zondervan's Bible Pictorial Dictionary. Right here. That's Edom. That's the white man in the Bible. And he broke it down for you. He's such a genius. He's talking about his own demise. He's talking about his own demise. You know what I'm saying? That's just like that song, that Coldplay song. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, not Coldplay, one of them songs, you know, the white boys are singing about his demise. You know what I'm saying? But that's the white man. That's the way the Lord made him so smart and so stupid at the same time. That he puts his demise, telling you, letting you know that who was not given any promise of mercy from God. This is why we're telling you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, to separate from them. Because they have no promise of mercy from God. This is why they try to come in front of our camps and say, them guys are crazy. Them guys are crazy. Every time a black man or black woman or Hispanic, any Israelite, when an Israelite is stopped in front of an Isupk camp, a white man comes up, a white woman comes up and say, these guys, these guys, stop talking to people who are interested in learning. You know what I'm saying? Because they know this. They know that they don't have no mercy. They're not going to get no mercy from God when Christ comes with the chariots and all that good stuff and smash this place. So black man, Hispanic man, they didn't even understand that we are the God's chosen people. Understand that Christ is coming for a righteous nation. Christ is going to come and deliver righteous men and women. Christ ain't coming for no people eating pork and doing all types of wickedness and loving our oppressors and everything. He's not coming for that. You know what I'm saying? With that, I'm going to end this class. I'm giving security announcements. We got an Isupk out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the class, comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to court for a period of 6 months. Then after the 6 months, they will be permitted to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, Ma'ashara, which means 10th in Hebrew, to give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering, whatever amount you want to give, not mandatory. Check your bulletin board in the Isupk schools and check isupk.com for information on all upcoming holy convocations. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, shirt, pants, boots, and headpiece. I'm going to say a module. I'm going to salute everybody out. A module means to stand. The men first. Men of Israel, a Madiam Shabbat. Madiam Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatham to the brothers, to the sisters, to the Israel. Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Atam Hashem Yahshua. Shalom Israel.